Hey there, streakers. How are you doing? Hopefully fantastic. Enjoying your day. Enjoying everything that's going on about the day. I wanted to chat with you about today, performance reviews. Now, if you are someone that's listening to this and has a job or a career of some sort, at some point in time, you will go through a performance review. And what is a performance review? Basically, you're looking at the last year of work and results that you did. As I was getting ready for my performance review, where we're looking at the last year of results that I had and what it was that I had done to get those results and what were some of the things that I needed to work on in order to be there, getting ready for this was really a pain. It was difficult. It was not fun. It was looking at very nitty-gritty details and striving diligently to analyze what are the details that are important, what are details are not, what am I going to understand from those details. And when I say details, I'm talking about the numbers in different number areas. What were some of those numbers showing? What are the analytics, as you might call it? And all of this, as I was thinking through it, I was really starting to ponder on and consider the performance review of my streaks. Because when you start to look at what it is that you're doing in your life, so not just your career, but now in your life, the question is, am I performing in such a way that it will get me to who I want to be? And if I'm not performing in that way, then what do I need to change in order to get there? Because that's what performance reviews are all about. Is what do I need to change in order to accomplish the results that I'm aiming to get? So in your life, as you start to look at some of the aspirations and objectives that you have, as you consider who you want to be and what you're striving to become, as you are working on your whole self-improvement, the question is, are the activities you're doing right now on a daily basis, weekly or monthly, are those going to produce the result that you eventually want? And if not, then you need to change those. Now, that's easy to say. It's easy to say, well, if it's not going to produce the result, you need to change those. However, when you're looking at the activities that you're doing, there is some amount of guesswork involved in regards to achieving your actual result. Because sometimes you don't know. For example, for me, reading a paragraph, at least one paragraph of a nonfiction book every single day, is that going to achieve the result for which I'm looking, which is to be a continuous learner and to continually be improving intellectually? If that one paragraph a day, at least that one paragraph a day, is not going to get me there of a nonfiction book, then I need to retire that streak and move on to something else. This is critical in your streaking journey and in really your personal, professional, whatever your self-improvement, self-help journey is the activities that you're doing daily, delivering the result that you want. And if they're not, then you need to change them. I'm sure that you can find any number of stories of individuals who were going down a path that was leading them in the direction that they did not want to go. In other words, their behavior, what their behavior was and how they were doing their behavior, and let me say it this way, instead of behaviors, let me say activity. The daily activities that they were involved with were not producing the result. It wasn't taking them where they needed to go. So you have to sit back and really ask yourself, what do I need to change? And when you start to consider what you need to change, it will always come down to a daily activity. One of, and I've talked a little bit about this before, of the streaks that is a lot in the streaking app is make your bed every day. Now, why would it be that people want to make their bed every day? What is it about that? You're probably familiar with the admiral who spoke at a commencement ceremony, or not admiral, sorry, he was a Navy SEAL, who spoke at a commencement ceremony that talked about making your bed. And when you make your bed every day, you start off with a success. The question that I have is making your bed every day, that particular activity, leading you to who you want to be? And the answer may be yes, it is. And the answer may be no, it's not. So does that mean you need to stop making your bed? Well, I'll let you answer that one for yourself. But the question is, what do I need to start doing consistently in order to become that person? If I want to be a engaging, energizing, entertaining, enthusiastic, thought-provoking, persuasive leader, speaker, teacher, and writer, what are the activities I need to do daily to become that person? Is it watching at least one season of a television show daily? In other words, binge watching all those TV shows. Now, for some of you, it may work. For me, that was not working. But writing at least one sentence every day, that became something that put me on the path to who I wanted to be, which was a writer, and all of those adjectives that I just described, writing. If you look at your life in any aspect and then consider the activities you're doing, or in other words, do your own performance review and ask the question, am I doing the activities on a daily basis that are going to lead me to that person? Then I'd say you're doing a great job and keep moving forward. And you can put it in the streaking app in that way. If, however, you are not, your life is not in congruence, you're not moving in the direction that you want to be, you're not doing those things that will get you to your ultimate destiny, then take a moment to do a performance review, retire those activities that are not getting you there, and displace, and we could talk about the theory of displacement, but displace activities that you're not thinking about or that mindless, that aren't getting you where you want to go, with intentional, deliberate streaks, deliberate activities that are going to get you there. By doing this, you give yourself the opportunity to win, to be successful at who it is you want to be. It's going to take time, energy, and patience to be consecutive. It's one of the reasons we talk about making it laughably simple, because you want to be consecutive. When you get that consecutive muscle going for you, that's going to get you where you want to go. And when you start going in the direction you want to go, that has a way of lifting you up, building you up, and helping you to gain confidence to continue on that course and to ultimately become the person that you want to be. Download the Streaking app, take a look at that, and until we talk tomorrow, keep streaking.